Welcome to Adulting with Joyce Pring. Watch the full video of this episode on my channel, www.youtube.com/JoycePringTV. And if you want to level up your adulting game, check out joycepring.com/collections for my digital products and courses. We have this question from Books and Hoshi. Sabi niya at Joyce Pring, what do you think about this po? Today, plants are the new pets. Pets are the new kids, and kids are like exotic animals. You need to be crazy or rich to have them.
It's kind of true, no? Hindi.
Ito yung basically the DINKS of the world. Tama ba, diba? So, uso ngayon, love. Alam mo ba yung DINK? So, DINKS are double income, no kids.
Okay. I see.
So, yun yung mga umuuso ngayon sa TikTok na parang pinapakita nila na, look at the best life that we're living. Because we don't have kids, we have 2 sources of income and we can do whatever we want with our money and our time. At 26, once she was like, I want to have a baby. Let's try for a baby. And initially, I was the person that said, I don't want a baby. I want to pursue my career until I'm 30. And then when I'm 30, we can start thinking about a baby. I want to ask you, and then I'll talk about my end kung bakit eventually we started to try for a baby. I want to ask you, why did you want to have a baby as early as 26? Because to be married at 26 for our generation and for our line of work is almost unheard of. But to want to start a family at 26 is even more bizarre, like an exotic animal, katulad nga ni Books and Hoshi. So why were you thinking about that?
So, backtrack muna tayo ng mabilis. I don't know if people know this already, but when I separated with my ex-girlfriend, when
separated, para kayo kasal.
when I broke up with my last girlfriend when I was 23 or 24, I told myself and I told my friends and I told everybody the next person that I would meet, I would marry na. So, yun at that young age already, gusto ko na talaga magkaroon ng family, gusto ko na magkaroon ng wife. And then, we got married around 25, di ba? We met in yung condensed version nun. And then, I told you when we were 26 that I wanted to have a kid already.
We got married 26.
26, and then, later on that year, I told you that I wanted to have a kid already.
Immediately after the wedding.
Syempre, I do understand na to each his own, but this is how I feel about it. I see how yung age ng dad ko at saka ako matters right now. Like, yung difference ng age gap namin. That's why I do understand na it's relatively young dahil sa normal wedding time or kung kailan ka magkakaanak ngayon.
Usually 30s na
30 plus, mag-uumpisa pa lang. Pero I wanted to have a kid right away because I wanted to be young when they're beginning their life as well. I want to play with them. Exponential din yan di ba? Kunyari, let's say, si Liam right now. To paint a clearer picture, it's 27 when he got Liam, di ba? So, pag 18 ni Liam, around 44.
Okay.
44 pa lang ako 18 na yung anak ko. If we started ng late 30s tayo, I'd be going on, 50 na.
Yeah.
And, paano pa pag yung age na ikakasal na siya? So, let's say 24, 25. Mid-50s na ako. Kailan sila magkakaanak? Plus 2, plus 3.
Yeah.
So, pushing 60 na ako nung kapag magkakaanak siya.
Yeah, so it was more of the age thing.
Yeah, it was more on the age thing talaga.
For me naman, when once wanted to start a family already, I was 26 and I felt like I was at the top of my career. You know, I had so many things going on for me. I was still on TV. I was doing all of these other international things, and then I was hosting a lot of events. I had a lot of endorsements. So parang ako, no, absolutely not. I'm not gonna get pregnant and raise a child at the height of my career. And then I had to pray about it. And then it was months and months and months of prayer. And you know what God revealed in my heart? It was this understanding, or it was this assumption that the best thing that I could ever offer the world is my talent, my time, and my treasures through my work. That was it. In my head, that was the best thing that I could offer. But instead, God was calling me to an even higher purpose of motherhood, where I understood na hindi pala nag-e-end sa career yung mako-contribute mo sa mundo. And sometimes, actually, I will say a blanket statement na mas importante yung isang buhay that you can be a vessel to bring into the world, that you can help mold, love, care for, nurture, guide, and teach. That's even more important than whatever amount of money, fame, or success that you could get in a career. But I say that kasi yun yung turning point ng heart ko, love eh. Na ngayon, parang ako na yung nangungulit kay Wancho. Gusto ko na mag-baby number 3. Give me another baby, you know? And andun na kami sa transition na I'm staying home more. Obviously, we've seen how our careers have changed over the past 3 years. My career definitely changed since I started to focus more on my family and on my children. But God has shown me that this is the most beautiful, most fulfilling, it doesn't even compare. Like, yung highlight ng career ko, let's say, nakapagtanong ako, highlight, siguro, off the top of my head, one of my highlights would be that I was sent to Singapore for the Asian press con of Captain Marvel in 2018, and I was picked to ask Robert Downey Jr. a question. I did all of these other, I did one-on-one interview with Brie Larson, with Samuel L. Jackson. Siguro, off the top of my head, that's one of the best things that I've ever done. I would never trade my being a mom to be there again. Like, to be in the room with RDJ or to be in that level of my career again, I would not trade anything. Like, I would not trade anything in exchange for my children or my family right now.
Yeah.
So that was a heart change that really happened. But I say that with a caveat na I do understand why some people don't want to have kids.
That's it for this episode of Adulting with Joyce Pring. If you liked this podcast, please don't forget to use the hashtag Adulting with Joyce Pring and also check out www.joycepring.com for the show notes and tag me on social media with at Joyce Pring. I'll talk to you guys again soon. Paalam!